Eto na, nasa linya natin si San Juan City Representative Bel Zamora, Assistant Majority Leader at Vice Chairperson ng House Committee on Justice. Ito may kaugnayan doon sa impeachment complaint laban kina Pangulong Bongbong Marcos at Vice President Sara Duterte. Kahapon, Weng, form.
Oo.
No, sufficient.
Madaling-madali yun. Walang hindi
Wala
lumalagpas
naman
sa form.
masyadong dun, no?
Verified complaint
problema
lang,
dun
okay
eh.
na yun.
Ang magkakatalo dyan sa substance.
Oo.
Mga kapuso. Sige, nasa linya na natin si Representative Bel Zamora. Congresswoman, magandang umaga. Si Joel Siweng po ito.
Magandang umaga po.
Good morning po, Joel and Weng. It's good to be back after a
Thank you,
while.
ma'am.
Oo nga,
Thank you.
Thank
Opo.
you.
Ano na to? Tapos na po tayo doon sa forma. Doon sa impeachment complaint. Dalawa. Dito po kay Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Kailan po natin didinggin ang sustansya dito pong mga complaints na ito?
Yes, that's correct. Para lang po sa kaalaman ng lahat, syempre uunahin po ang pagdetermina ng sufficiency and form. So that's what the Committee on Justice tackled yesterday po. Ngayong umaga naman po, we will start with the discussions on the sufficiency of substance. So, banggitin ko na din po, ano ba yung difference nung dalawa?
Please po. Thank you, ma'am.
Yung sufficiency in form po, tinitingnan po namin ng House Committee on Justice kung yung sinubmit o yung final ba po na impeachment complaint against any impeachable official complies with certain requirements such as nandun ba yung pangalan ng mga party, para bang in any complaint before a court, 'di ba? Nandun ba yung complainants, nandun ba yung respondents? Nandun ba yung sinasabing verification o kung saan yung nag-complain, sinasabi nila that the complaint is based out of his personal knowledge or authentic records. And kung may endorsement ba po ito ng isang House member. For example, yung complaints against the President, yung De Jesus complaint was endorsed by Congressman Nisay, while the complaints filed by the Makabayan Bloc or sila Masa et al. Were endorsed by 3 Makabayan Bloc members, si Ko, si Elago, at saka si Tino. So, yun po ang tinitingnan sa sufficiency and form. Ngayon naman po, pag sufficiency and substance, we do not have a list of requirements, but what is important is that we see that there is a recital of facts that will constitute the impeachable offense or offenses. Ano ba pong ibig sabihin nun? Nakalagay ba doon sa complaint yung overt acts o yung ginawa mismo ng impeachable official na that will amount to an impeachable offense. Sa nakalagay naman po kung ano yung mga impeachable offenses, 'di ba po noon sinabi na natin there's betrayal of public trust, there's high crimes, there's graft and corruption, bribery, treason, ayun po. So yung ginawa ba po nung impeachable official will amount to betrayal of public trust, for example. So yun po ang didinggin po natin
Medyo dyan
starting later.
Diyan mas magtatagal siguro, ma'am, yung pagtugon kung merong sufficiency in substance, yung mga kasong ito.
Yes, well, definitely it will take longer than the deliberations yesterday on sufficiency and form. Dahil syempre yung
ay
form
available
very
online at in
basic
selected Mercury
naman
Drug
yun.
outlets.
Although
Mahalagang
there was
paalala.
a little scuffle as regards the second impeachment complaint kahapon, but syempre mas mahaba ang talakayan sa substance. But let me make it clear also, with the deliberations or the hearing later and maybe even tomorrow about the sufficiency and substance will only be based on the complaint itself or on the complaints themselves. Meaning, ang titingnan lang po natin complaint. Hindi pa po ito yung mismong hearing kung saan po yung mga party, the complainant, the respondent, most especially, will submit their pleadings o yung sagot nila o yung the answer, the reply, the rejoinder. Hindi pa po to yung part of the process na yun.
Congresswoman, ibig sabihin, hindi pa dito titingnan kung merong sapat na ebidensya o wala doon sa pinapa-impeach ng public official.
That's correct. We will just see if in the complaint itself nakalagay na yung ginawa noong, for example, ng ating presidente, nakalagay ba doon na ito ay betrayal of public trust, or maski hindi literally na gano'n ang pagkasulat, pero meron bang mga akto or acts or omissions na ginawa ang ating presidente or any impeachable official that amounts to any of the impeachable offenses.
Hindi po dito tutukuyin kung may personal knowledge yung nagpapa-impeach sa isang public official. Kung sapat ang kanyang knowledge o kaalaman doon sa kanyang ina-allege o binibintang doon sa kanyang pinapa-impeach sa public official.
Actually, that's correct. Sabi po namin kahapon na kasi we are limited to the four corners of the impeachment complaint. Of course, anyone can raise that, and the chair will, of course, allow a discussion on that. But for us members, syempre, we have to see the actions or the acts of the president in relation to impeachable offenses.
Okay. Siguro maganda malaman natin, Weng. Well, tapos ka na ba dun sa presidente? Sa
Go ahead,
impeachment
ikaw
ni
na
presidente,
muna,
no?
ikaw muna.
Okay, kasi tutungo na ako dun sa vice-presidente natin, Rowena. Kasi ito pong final ng Makabayan Black na impeachment case laban po sa ating vice-presidente. Ito po yung as-is impeachment case, Congresswoman Bell?
Actually, Joel, I have to apologize. I haven't read the complaint
Okay.
kasi hindi pa, syempre, sa amin na forward yon ng Secretary General's office.
Kasi ang
Syempre,
opo, merong tanong dito about the reckoning date eh. Yung bang pagsisimula nung pagpaso ng 1 year bar, Weng?
Correct.
Ito di ba? Ano ba,
kung-
January 15 ba, ma'am, o February 6? Ano ba talaga? Nalilito ang tao.
Kung papayagan niyo po ako, papaliwanag ko
Sige
kung
po.
bakit may kaguluhan din po, no? Doon po sa desisyon ng Korte Suprema noong July 2025, July ba nga po yun? Basta last year po, the decision regarding the impeachment complaint against the Vice President, sinabi po doon ng Korte Suprema na ang reckoning date is February 5.
Okay.
That's why the filing should begin on February 6.
Okay.
Sinabi po nila yon after computing the days kung kailan natanggap yung impeachment complaint. Yung mga nauna, di ba po, may 1, 2, 3 po noon na impeachment complaint, kinompute po nila with regard or using the definition of the House of Representatives definition of a session day.
Yes.
So, bakit mahalaga ito? Ang session day po kasi sa Kongreso, hindi po nangangahulugan na calendar day. So, ang isang session, kung mag-umpisa po ng Monday, pag hindi po natapos ang discussions, ang mga speeches, hindi mag-a-adjourn, pwede po tumuloy ng Tuesday, for example. So, isang session day pa din po yon. So, doon po sa desisyon ng Korte Suprema, they recognize that definition. Ngayon po dito sa resolution of the Supreme Court dated January 28, sinabi po nila na iba na naman ang computation ng session day. Dahil daw po importante ang proseso ng impeachment, ginawa ng Supreme Court, dapat daw as regards impeachment, ang session day amounts to a calendar day o isang araw lang po. Ngayon, nag-compute silang panibago.
Mm.
Kaya, based on their computation, ang ending po ng
1-year bar rule.
1-year bar ay January 15.
Mhm.
Or January 15. So, bakit po tayo mapupunta sa kahapon? Eh, di ba po nilabas yung decision, ang resolution ng Supreme Court nitong January 29 lang po yata.
Mhm.
So, yesterday would be the first work day.
Mhm.
The first work day when people can file a complaint against the Vice President.
Okay.
So ngayon, kami po mismo ay nalilito kung ang dapat bang sundin ay yung February 5 o itong January 15.
Okay, pero ma'am, dahil nag-file na yung mga complainant kahapon, ibig sabihin sinusunod nila yung decision na bago ng Supreme Court.
Yung
Meaning,
January 15.
calendar days ang bilang.
Yan, oh.
ano ang susundin ng
That's
Justice
correct.
Committee?
If I were them also, syempre, kailangan mo maging safe di ba? Kasi baka mamaya time barred ka na at hindi
Pero-
ka na makafile. Kaya,
Pero kayo ma'am, sa Justice Committee, ano ang susundin ninyo?
honestly speaking po, kahapon sabi po ni Chair Jinky Luistro na sana the Supreme Court will clarify this matter. As a lawyer, of course, I will say that it was in the decision itself, in the dispositive portion of the decision last year, that the time bar starts on February 5 or 6. So, ayun po.
Kailangan ma-resolve para ba siyang prejudicial question po sa Justice Committee?
Well, hindi naman po.
So paano
Hindi
nyo,
naman po.
so ano yun,
but-
tinanggap nyo na
Yes.
ng House of Representatives, you will have to go through the process. Idadaan nyo na siya sa proseso ng impeachment hearing kahit malabo para sa inyo kung ano yung susundin po ninyong timeline o reckoning date?
Of course, hihintayin pa rin po natin na makalendar siya sa order of business and ma-refer siya sa anong tawag doon, sa House Committee on Justice.
Yes.
What
Pero-
Yes,
would
you're
be
correct. There's a lot of confusion on that.
kung tatanungin kayo, ma'am, what would be the safest date para hindi ma-technical o whatever kung ano
kasi
pwede mangyari dyan, di ba,
Pwede
Weng?
ma-technical to
Oo, baka
oo.
ma-technical po yan. Anong pinaka-safe na date para mag-file uli para hindi naman maapektuhan yung tinatawag natin 1-year bar rule? Dapat ba mga Feb 6 na rin o Feb 7?
For me po, dahil yun yung nasa the decision, the dispositive portion of the decision, yun po ang date na susundin ko. Sa decision naman po sa resolution po ng Korte Suprema, ngayon sa totoo lang po, hindi malinaw na sinasabi nilang binaliktad nila yung decision May mga bagay nga pong iniba sila, and for us nga po, nakakalito kasi
Okay.
hindi nila outright sinabi na iibahin nila yung desisyon.
Congresswoman, sino ang dapat umakyat ulit ng Korte Suprema para ipalinaw ito? Yung mga naghain ng impeachment complaint laban sa Vice Presidente o kayong mga taga-Justice Committee ng Kamara po?
Kami po, wala po kaming personality, so it's one of the parties. Maybe it's the respondent, which is the House of Representatives. That could be.
Or the complainants?
For the complainants po, yes.
In the
Pwede.
meantime, paano niyo po tatratuhin
Oo.
ito pong
Tatanggapin niyo ba yun?
itong impeachment complaint laban po sa ating vice?
In the meantime po, this is a ministerial duty of the House of Representatives to accept the impeachment complaints.
Mhm. Pero hanggat naman hindi na i-refer yan sa Justice Committee, wala pa tayong pag-uusapang technical kasi hindi pa siya deemed initiated, hindi ba ma'am?
Yes po, that's
Okay.
correct.
Pero once referred to the Justice Committee at malinaw na halimbawa February 6 pala dapat ang reckoning date, doon matitechnical yung complaint na ito ulit for the second time, Congresswoman.
Parang gano'n na nga po.
Oh,
Sad.
so mas
Labo.
maganda
Pero pwede bang i-hold ng
Pwede po,
Kamara
i-hold
yun?
muna.
Hanggat walang paglilinaw ang
Feb 7 na lang
Supreme
natin.
Court?
Hindi, o kaya kayo na mismo ang magdesisyon. Feb 7 na lang natin dinggin ito. Hindi kaya? Pwede ba yun, ma'am?
Depende sa referral ng...
Alam niyo
Hindi
ho,
eh.
sa totoo lang,
Gumulo ang usapan, ano?
Kung
as a
Congresswoman
lawyer,
ganito.
ang hirap magsalita,
No,
no?
at saka
Siyempre,
ma'am-
as a lawyer, I have to follow the Supreme Court. It's the definite, it has the definite say on
Mhm.
legal matters, di ba? Kaya lang po, syempre, as member of Congress also, we have to recognize that there's a separation of powers and they shouldn't change the rules of Congress.
At saka ma'am, pero once na halimbawa na tinanggap na ng SecGen,
Apa.
meron na kayong count sa ilalim ng Constitution kung kailan dapat iakyat sa Speaker's Office, merong bilang ng araw kung kailan dapat ibaba sa Rules Committee, at yung Rules Committee ibababa sa plenary for referral sa Justice Committee, tama po?
That's correct. That's
Kaya
correct
hindi
po.
pwedeng i-hold para hindi ka
Yeah.
ma-technical.
Oo.
Oh.
Yes po, kasi baka kami naman yung technical, baka sabihin naman po na
So,
na
Marami.
inupuan.
Oo. Marami nagsasabi tuloy, Congresswoman Bell, na sana hindi nagmadali.
Pwede.
Diba? Oo, inintay na lang yung Feb 7.
Feb 7. Total, nandun na
tas
nakalagpas sa
nag-file na,
January
oo.
15 eh, di ba? Oo.
Tama ba yung assessment na yun, Congresswoman?
Parang tama po.
Ayun. Anyway, pero in the event na maayos na po itong problemang ito, kaya nyo bang pagsabayin
Pagsabayin?
itong impeachment complaint na ito? Dalawa, sa ating presidente, vice-presidente.
At saka meron na ba kayong diskarte o plano po paano hahawakan yung dalawa ng magkasabay sa Justice Committee?
Yun, ma'am. Mhm.
Diskarte wala po, but of course kakayanin po namin. We, everyone has been reading, lawyers, non-lawyers, lahat po kami nagtutulungan sa totoo lang po to be updated with the rules, with the what's stated in the Constitution, with the complaints. Ginagawa naman po namin to, and as I said before, syempre, trabaho po namin ginagawa namin para sa bayan po.
Alright. Congresswoman,
Good
salamat
luck
sa
po.
oras.
Good luck.
Mag-ingat ka, ma'am. Thank you, ha.
Thank you po.
Thank
Sa
you very
ulitin.
much, Joel and Wang. It's
Thank
good
you,
to
ma'am.
talk to
Morning.
you. Bye
Si
po.
San Juan City Representative Isabel Zamora. Siya po ang Vice Chairperson ng House Committee on Justice.